Hey guys, another beautiful day in the beautiful life. I hope you're having a beautiful day as always. And if you're not, that's okay too. I want to say, yeah, man, you have good days, you have bad days, you have in between days, and it's all okay. As long as you just, I don't know, just go with the flow. Don't take things personally. Things happen, then you get through it. You know what I mean? Main thing is you keep on keeping on. hmm Um, as per usual, this is your friendly reminder to protect your energy, to protect it, to safeguard it like it's gold, like it's treasure, because it is. Your energy is currency in this world. Not everybody deserves to have access to that, especially if they're not bringing you peace. you know, in a lot of my videos, I say peace is my priority 1000%. If you're not bringing me peace, what are we doing here? If I'm not bringing myself peace, what am I doing? What am I doing to myself? Yeah, questions to ask oneself. So, what is today's video going to touch on? Today's video is going to touch on my favorite thing to do is to watch people. But my second most favorite thing to do is to watch myself. I mean, that's the only way you can get out of your own way, you know? What do I mean by that? I mean, if you're not like aware of your own stuff, then how can you get through that? How can you elevate? How can you grow? How can you gotta own up to your own bullshit. It's facts, honestly. I mean, it's really easy to blame everyone else outside of you, everything else outside of you, but a lot of times it's like it all starts from the inside. You are the central point. You know what I mean? That's where all the thoughts are being generated, all the feelings are being generated. It starts from inside. 1000%. So it's so funny. Today I did spend the time observing myself, radically observing myself. And it's funny, like I've noted, like if you do not have a calm nervous system, you're going to be reactive to everything that happens. Another thing I've noted, let's clean the space. Clean the space, clean the energy. Yes. Side note, there's so many ways to clean your energy. Yes, you can use smoke. You can also use water, running water preferably, in the shower, in a river, in the ocean. you know. Also, you can take wind baths, forest baths, sun baths. It's all food. It's just very, very subtle. Like if you're not attuned with subtleties in life, yeah, you're going to be very in tune with very dense things, and that's why like people kind of believe like they have to eat 3 meals a day. Some people believe you have to eat heavy, huge meals. It just depends on what you believe. What have you told yourself? What have you allowed others to tell you? And you absolutely subscribe to that storyline, you know? Yeah, honestly. So, like, for me personally, I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat lunch. I do enjoy dinners, and I probably eat the size of my fist, and then I'm satiated. Sometimes, like, if I'm feeling kind of like sluggy, like sludgy, you know how some people are like, I need to drink coffee. I need a energy drink. Yeah, if you believe that. But honestly, coffee makes me fall asleep. I will like sit in the sun and I will absorb the sun rays. And within 5 minutes of absorbing sun rays, I feel very energized. Yeah, dipping in the river, super energized. you know, um, Another side note. So, like, if you are an empath and you pick up on energies and you tend to absorb energies like a sponge, good way to get rid of that. I did mention, like, I'll do like a flush where I consciously take in a breath, count down from 3, 2, 1, and let it go. Another way is when you're driving your car put your windows down and, like put your arm out and then just let everything go. Let everything fly away in the wind as you drive. I do that as well. Just just side notes, little tips on how to cleanse the energy. But where was I going to? Oh yeah. My favorite thing is observing people. My second favorite thing is observing myself. So I spent today radically observing myself. And so like I noted like there was little things impinging on my peace, but then I was just like, wait, why is it impinging on my peace? Oh, it's because I'm allowing it to annoy me. I'm allowing it to annoy me, and I also have the power to allow it not to annoy me. And then I like the more I looked at it, like for instance, I'll give you a good example. Today was like crazy windy and crazy hot. Crazy windy, crazy hot. So if you look at that, if you observe yourself, like for me, like my hair was blowing all in my face and like, like I'm like temperature wise, I was overheated and I caught myself getting triggered. And it's very simple. Roll up my window. No more like crazy wind blowing my hair all over my face. And then as far as getting hot, I literally just observe myself getting hot. And yeah, I'll just observe it. Like I won't react to it. And the only way you can become non reactive, honestly, is to maintain your inner peace, maintain your inner calmness. Because when you're calm, like you can see like what's happening very clearly. Like there's a higher sense of clarity, I want to say. Like you're very clear and you understand what's going on, what your triggers are, and then your mind will like spew out expectations of, oh, I don't want it to be so windy, I don't want it to be so hot, and then you just kind of watch those things without reacting to it. Eventually they simmer down, but you need calmness to like get to that place of letting things simmer down. Because I feel like, yeah, if you're like super like reactive because you have these expectations, which by the way you're generating, yeah, you're just gonna drive yourself crazy. You're gonna be one of those people in the world that's just really like reactive to everything. Oh my god, did you see how that person looked at me? Who cares? Yeah, it's almost like being very like, I've mentioned this before, being radically present within yourself, being, and then I want to say managing your peace and your calmness so that you're non-reactive and you don't give in to like, I don't know, like, when you get expectations, you get disappointed or you get angry or you get like, I don't know, irritated when your expectations don't follow through. No, 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 don't expect anything. Just allow things to show up just as they want to and maintain your equilibrium and your peace, which I want to say, I want to roll into energy management. If you look at people, a lot of people have dysregulated nervous systems and their energy management skills are very poor. So for me, and this is just some friendly advice. You can take my advice or not. It's totally up to you. This is my friendly reminder and my own humble opinion that you steer clear of those people. People who have dysregulated nervous system, like they get bored easily, they get distracted easily, they can't sit in place, they can't sit with themselves. They're constantly like expecting things to be a certain way. Yeah, very dysregulated people. Don't know how to manage their energy well. Steer clear. Yeah, because these people will definitely, I want to say, be more challenging when it comes to maintaining your peace. Little to no reaction. Just watch, create containers, watch them, and become very disinterested in the commotion that they're creating within themselves. It's like they're trying to pull you into it. And it's like, no, thank you. Just say, no, thank you. I'm good. Yep. And do that for yourself too. You know what I mean? Like whenever you catch your mind or your feelings escalating into a place of discomfort, check yourself. Just go, okay, right now my mind is telling me things and my feelings are making me feel things that are very uncomfortable. I'm not going to react to that. I'm just going to be very peaceful and calm and wait for things to pass. It's kind of like, I've mentioned this before, it's like watching the sky and watching the clouds pass by. You don't get mad at the cloud formations, you just kind of like watch them. You know what I mean? So you can do that for yourself and you can do that for others, you know? Another thing, I know I'm all over the place today, but it's okay. If you're remotely interested in self mastery, not only do you have to maintain calmness, not only do you have to protect your peace and your energy, um, I want to say a level of humility is needed. Yeah. So if you're, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like when you're not humble, your ego definitely is taking center stage. And it's like, oh, I know it all. I am entitled to this and that. Like uh, superiority complex and also like arrogance. Yeah, you can't master thyself when you are in those particular states of being because your ego will think that you know everything. Yeah, that's why for me, I don't know anything. Hold on. I'm like hot. Okay, going back to humility. Yeah. Humility is when you put your ego aside and you admit that you don't really know anything at all. And that's why, like, a lot of times when I give people advice, I'll be like, I'll give them my advice and then I'll follow it up with, yeah, well, um, you can choose to believe me or not believe me because I don't know anything at all. And people, like, sometimes people take me literally, and I'm just like, my whole point is like, yeah, I don't proclaim to know everything. I don't proclaim to know anything. I'm just telling you what comes to mind. You know, actually, is it from my mind? Because a lot of times when I like listen to myself, I'll go beyond my ego, beyond my mind, beyond my feelings, and I'll like kind of like listen to what my spirit is telling me. You know, that soul knowing. Yes. Yeah, if you want to know truth, listen to your soul because everything else is half truth. It's an opinion. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, humility is needed to master oneself. That's why, again, like if you look at wise people, I'm pretty sure, like you will agree that they don't come off as arrogant or know-it-alls, or they don't make you feel inferior to them. They're just chilling. They're just chilling, man. Yeah, they don't even like say things that demean, which is very interesting because I think if you think about it, like in other videos, I've mentioned words are spells. Words are absolutely spells. So are you using your words to elevate someone or to devalue them? And for me, it's like if I'm around somebody who is using words to demean, I'm just like, okay, this person is definitely, I don't know, that just shows me who they are, you know, because like an elevated person is interested in elevation. So when they talk to people, they're going to elevate. You know what I mean? They use words, they use spells to elevate someone. Somebody who is insecure, very immersed in ego, is still working through the low vibrational, I want to say, thoughts and emotions. They're probably gonna, if they see you and you look threatening to them, they're gonna see you as competition. They're gonna try to demean you so that they can like try to break you down to their level. You know what I mean? No, thank you to that. Just look at those people and go, oh, okay, I see you. I see what you're trying to do. That's all projections. It's also showcasing who you really are on the inside. And I'm not mad, but I'm also not going to play the game. Just retract yourself. Um, what else was I going to talk about? Yeah, just watch yourself, man. Watch people. Watch people, watch yourself. When you watch people, you can understand them. When you watch yourself, you can understand yourself. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the most important thing. Because when you know yourself, you know your operating system, you know how to manage your energy well, you know how to protect it, you know how to self regulate, you know how to maintain peace and calmness despite all the chaos going on around you. You become the eye in the center of the storm. And then everything just kind of flows. You're not trying to block the flow. You're not trying to like control the flow. You're just in the flow. You know what I mean? Energy conservation. Like for me, I like to get like peak results with like minimal effort. And that's why I'm like, okay, I don't need to force it. I don't need to try too hard. Everything just kind of falls into place if I allow it to. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this video was worthwhile. I don't know if you learned anything from it, but if you did, cool. If you didn't, that's cool too. Blessings to one and all. Amen. Stay cool. Stay cool out there. If you're feeling hot, just turn on the fan. Simple. All right. Blessings to one and all. Amen.